I was reading the book of John last year, and one of the things that really stood out to me was the story of the woman at the well, her encounter with Jesus Christ, and how that encourages each and every one of us to know Jesus Christ personally. How it's not enough for us to be riding on somebody else's faith, to be riding on somebody else's testimony, somebody else's encounter with Jesus Christ. Somebody else's testimony might be the spark that ignites your faith. But from that point onwards, you need to endeavor to get into a place of intimacy with Jesus, to know Him firsthand for yourself. That's really something that stood out to me from the story of the woman at the well. And so the upcoming episode is going to be an exploration of the story, what we can learn from it, and ultimately an encouragement for each and every one of us to pursue Jesus in our daily life so that we can get to know Him more. And the sobering thing that I share in this episode is that we might watch content online, we might watch influencers that show us their day in the life of a Christian woman, or sermons online, or even going to church and hearing sermons at church, right? And we think because we're doing all of these things that we know Jesus, right? But there's a story in the Bible where the Lord says to people who came to Him and were calling Him Lord, Lord, and He says to them, "Depart from me, I never knew you." So in the same way, we can convince ourselves that because I'm watching the content, I'm doing the things, I'm going to church, I know Jesus. When in actual fact, the Lord is like, yo, I literally do not know you. Depart from me. That is really sobering, possibly even quite scary if we actually understand the gravity of that, right? And what it means, or what it could mean from an eternal perspective. So my encouragement to you is tune in, listen to the episode, and let's be encouraged together to make Jesus Christ a priority in our lives, to make knowing Jesus a priority in our lives.